Girl, DDG must have some good peen. I don't know. He must got something serious up in between them legs and probably empty in the inside of his mind. Girl, let's get into it. Hi my loves, it's your related girl from around the way, where we have culture, conversation, and community. And in today's video, I'm coming to you all with some commentary, some very quick commentary about your boy DDG. Now he's having some sort of streaming thing. It's called DDG Hit-a-thon or something, y'all. I don't really know what it is, girl. I don't follow him too closely, but he's having some sort of thing and he's bringing a lot of celebrities showing up. I know Kevin Gates showed up. Kevin Gates showed up. He had Brittany Renner, and then we seen him have a conversation with Bia. Now, before I hop into my commentary, make sure you like this video. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you like any of these kind of videos, if you like my voice, it turn you on. It ain't everything you see. It ain't okay. If you liking what I'm giving, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel, because this is what we do. Now, let's hop into the commentary. So, DDG has been in a lot of controversy, most recently due to him. I want my son. I want to see my son. Right, come get your chain. Because he's been just doing a lot with Halle. A lot has been coming out about Halle as well. We are seeing little glimpses behind the curtain, okay? And maybe Halle is not as, you know, Disney picture perfect that, you know, that she tries to put on, which the more that people try to put on a facade of, oh, I'm just a little butterfly, that's the more terrible that they really are, to me, in my opinion. So we're starting to see Halle slip show by way of her baby daddy. Now, if you're new here, you know that DDG ain't rapped all the way, so we know what to expect of him. He's in a YouTube space, he's in a streamer space, he's in a clout space forever and always, okay? Forever, okay? Yes, for always. Come on, Lala Hathaway, for love, okay? Y'all probably don't even know that. Y'all probably don't even know that. But we know what to expect with him. So Bia has joined the chat. Bia went there and was talking a little bit about her time or some music that they had collaborated on, but was unable to put it out because, you know, there was someone who said that they were uncomfortable, and she said it in so a way that was like not low, like clearly we know who this someone is. You know what, let's just get into the video.
Song that we made years ago that you never put out. Oh, don't play it though.
Don't play it. Yeah, that's crazy.
You talking about on the other album?
That he didn't put out because somebody told him, somebody was like, oh, don't put that out.
Yeah. We can talk about it.
No, we don't have to talk about it.
Why not?
It's your story to tell, not mine. It's not
Should I talk about it?
It's not my business. It's not my tea.
You want me to talk about it?
I don't want you to do a damn thing. That's that's your motherfucking business, brother.
You want to talk about it?
That's your business, bro.
Yeah, what happened? What happened with that song?
So basically, the song was like,
because I didn't know it was an issue till way later. I just asked, why the song don't come out? Why the song don't come out? And then you said, what you said?
The issue?
I was in a relationship at the time. Me and her did a song, but the song was kind of like
Freaky?
in a way.
It wasn't really freaky. It's
But it was
I
just
need a boss.
So it couldn't
bitch.
come out?
It was I need a boss bitch.
It was just like it was it was the verse, like the verse we
It
was
was
saying,
your verse?
it made it.
That's my girl.
Yeah, the verse was just like, you know.
One thing about me, don't ask me to get on the song if you're gonna have a problem with how I.
No.
First of all, and I'm not trying to be shady. I'm not even trying to be shady. I don't know any song that Bia is really acting freaky. She's a very freaky girl. I don't know any song of Bia's that she's giving it up like some freak John. I don't. I don't know that. I don't know her catalog that well, if that's what you can call it, girl. I'm in up on a sip of kombucha. That was like the only one that I really liked. But Bia is double cupped up. They are all very heavily, you know, wavy. The waves are flowing in this video, obviously, on the stream. And it's given very much like, yeah, because you know your girl. And I just don't understand why she didn't want to play it. If it's all like that, then play it right now. And DDG very much was trying to get a viral moment, which obviously he did. He loves to be talked about here. Hey, DDG. Hey, how you doing? I just feel like the whole thing is corny. Bia was being corny. Halle was probably being corny because let's be clear, you know, she giving very much like, don't be going there talking about my man like that. But he is an artist. He's a rap artist. So what did you think? What did you expect, Halle? I can see like the power dynamics, and so when people start to do that and say that because she's already in control of the baby and everything, and DDG is probably feeling like, girl, you've been in control of all of this for too long and you don't get to control me anymore, because if they were in a position where she's like, oh, I don't want you to put this music out, you know, I can't foresee DDG ever having that amount of power over her, for her to be like, you know, DDG's uncomfortable with something and, you know, he doesn't do it, whether it was like that little kiss on scene. I'm talking about musically. I don't know. I don't like this at all. I think this is all very corny. I think that DDG is obviously looking for another viral moment off the back and off of the hems of his girl, his ex-girl, his baby mama, which further confirms everybody's suspicion about him using her. You don't find that suspicious? Very much, we really do. And I think that Bia is dragging it a little bit. I think that all of his homegirls are so happy that like they're no longer together, because what the real tea is with this is Halle was dealing with a man that was not her type, you know, and I want to say like out of her category, out of her caliber, because he was used to dealing with the video vixen of it all, was used to dealing with the Rubi Roses of it all, which we're gonna get into Rubi Rose next. But I think that Halle, because she has this image of being like this sweet young girl, and you as a woman, a young woman, you're gonna look at the type of women that your man or man that you're interested in is used to pursuing, is used to being involved with, is used to, you know, you get what I'm saying? Halle probably like, oh my gosh, she was real nasty that long ass time. How was she and him? You know what I mean? So that's gonna put a little bit of insecurity up in that chest, because he's over here with Bia and she's talking about boss bitch, which, you know, nothing about Halle gives boss bitch in a way that the rap girls will see it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, for me, for instance, right? I could never date a man that's in the streets. You get what I'm saying? Like, because the men who are in the streets, they date like gangster chicks, like gangster boos. I'm not a gangster boo. I'm not holding shit. I don't smoke weed. I'm not drinking. Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, you know, the gangster girl, she's gonna win over me every time, because I don't give it up like that. I don't carry it like that. I don't want to be outside on the block. I'm not busting no trap. I'm not a trap queen. I am not a trap queen. A trap queen is always gonna win in, you know, out in relation to me, especially when it's coming to a man. You get what I'm saying? So I would be dating somebody who's out of my league. You know, we're in different worlds. We're worlds apart. And Halle essentially did that when she got with DDG. And this is why they have the unfair, the unbalanced power dynamics, which leads me into Rubi Rose. Now, Rubi Rose and DDG, that was more, I think, a better fit, because Rubi Rose was obviously on a come up. She was featured in Bad and Bougie. That was kind of like her claim to fame. Then she got on with DDG. Then she started her rap career, and then she kind of took off like that. Halle is talented in her own right. Halle is who she is before man, and you know, I can see him kind of trying to constantly prove his worth even to the public. We was dragging him for weeks and weeks and weeks, so that creates a strain. Now, Rubi Rose was recently sat down with Bobby Althoff, whatever, however you say her name, that very boring, bland, unseasoned girl, and she basically was like, okay, we're trauma dumping, and basically my ex-boyfriend convinced me to go on to, I'll play it right here. Well, basically she's accusing and you know, suggesting that DDG kind of like turned her out. Okay, Olivia, lost and turned out. Yes, okay, it's an old song called Olivia, Lost and Turned Out. Literally, it's by the OJs, okay? Olivia on her way, something got her lost on her way to grandmother's house. Yes, a wolf in like clothing, and now she's lost and turned out. Girl, Rubi Rose got lost and turned out. And it's a shame, you know, it's a shame. I think that she was very vulnerable for, you know, even saying that, even speaking that, because I know so many times, like with women, you know, there's a lot of women who do things because your partner suggested. Something as small as cutting your hair, something as big as losing weight, something as drastic as trying a threesome, knowing well you don't like no cooch. Right? So many times us as women, we try to do things that we know maybe is not the best thing, but because this is a person who supposedly care for us or love us, especially when we're talking about something involving some money, right? Now I don't know what she does over there on the OnlyFans, but apparently they say she posts the same pictures, but because the OnlyFans name is attached to her brand, she said that you know, it taints her image a little bit. Now I'll be clear and fair. Ruby has one song called "She Got Me Calling Again." She got me calling again. Now I got him coming again. But like, Ruby girl, nobody takes you really serious as no rapper. Honestly, like I feel like I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't really see her as no rapper now. I think that she loves to talk about DDG. And I think that because he's having all of these public issues with Halle right now is an even better time to kind of speak her truth, and we can kind of get her wrapped back in, looped back in into her conversation, into what she has going on, and good for her. It's just a nice segue. But you know, shout out to her for actually talking and sharing her truth. Maybe this can be a segue, another segue for her to do things that she think is really good for her. I don't know if she feels like she can't step away from it because the money is too good, but you got to bet on yourself. I think that, you know, not to turn it on to me, but just to give y'all an example, you know, I think that it was a large part of me continuing on with Baddies reviews, knowing that I didn't want to, is because like I knew that like my YouTube checks would change, the analytics would be different, my views were going to drop, the money was going to slow up. And it makes you feel like, damn, well, I gotta continue doing this. And at some point you gotta be like, you know what, this is not gonna control me. This is probably why I step back too, because I'm like, first of all, I'm not about to let nothing dictate and really make me feel like this is all it could be. You know what I'm saying? And I think she has to get to that point. Now, we're talking about, I'm sure, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Let's be clear. We're talking completely different tax brackets, but it's the same concept. It's the same concept. Ruby, go. Ruby need to be on Baddies. Ruby need to be on Baddies and go over there with Natalie over there in Dubai. One or two times. Okay, hell, she might need to just, you know, walk past Lemon Pepper a couple times quiet as it's kept. I don't know, girl. I don't know what to tell you, but we knew who DDG was. He seems very manipulative, very like, oh, I got a baddie right here. I'm gonna work this, make this work for me. And this is what I mean, the power dynamics were the same, because DDG understood that he can get a little incline on his own street cred because he had such a beautiful woman like a Rubi Rose, and it was like mutually beneficial. Nothing was mutually beneficial for Halle and DDG. Wasn't nothing. He gained more, and I'm sure it pissed her off. And then they just continued to be narcissistic between each other, and now there's just a whole toxic relationship, and now boom, we have a baby. I want to know what you think about this. I'm curious to know what you guys think. You guys have been kind of really in the comments showing me so much love. Damn, I love y'all. Anyways, guys, I hope to see you in the next video. Okay, as always, I'm sending you a much love and much light, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.